few man-made structures have inspired such genius. These steel innovations span rivers, large and small, lakes, channels and highways. Businesses, industry and people everywhere count on bridges. They're an economic lifeline to commerce. But, like a lot of things, we take them for granted. Until, of course, they're shut down or restricted.
In our city, bridges are part of the primary arteries that feed downtown. Traffic, harsh weather, and a history of heavy industry really take their toll on them. One of our last bridge projects cost over $16 million and took more than a year to complete. We need coating products that cut production time and last longer. Productivity can make the difference for us and our taxpayers.
There are nearly 600,000 highway bridges in the United States. Most were built more than 50 years ago and are now in need of major maintenance. For many bridge owners, maintenance was deferred due to economic constraints. And bridges that were painted with lead-based coatings add to the challenge when the bridge needs to be painted again. With stricter EPA and OSHA regulations for protecting the surrounding area, the workers and the environment, and higher expectations for coating performance, painting any bridge translates into a major project and a major expense. The solution to overcoming these bridge maintenance issues can be characterized in a single phrase: improved productivity.
If our contractors can work a full day, every day, all week, no matter what the weather, productivity can skyrocket.
One coating system that stands out as a proven solution and has unique curing properties that dramatically increase project productivity is becoming more and more popular. It's based on the technology of high-performance polyurethanes.
Because of the quick-drying, curing characteristics of the polyurethane paint we're using on these bridges, it helped the contractor to increase his productivity by being able to touch up the intermediate coat in the morning and then going back approximately 6 hours later and installing the finished coat on the bridge, all in the same day.
Bayer, a leading supplier of polyurethane raw material to the paint and coatings industry, pioneered polyurethane chemistry and continues to advance its technology to meet continually changing market needs and environmental regulations.
At Bayer, we develop raw materials for coating systems that not only address ever stricter environmental standards, but also provide long-term corrosion and abrasion resistance even in the harshest environments.
A growing number of transportation authorities and facility owners are specifying polyurethane coatings. That's because a long-lasting paint that defends against corrosion is ultimately the most cost-effective. Add increased project productivity, and the result is a solution that works hard on the job long after the job's done.
The new Pittsburgh International Airport opened in October 1992 after nearly 5 years of construction. Coatings used on the infrastructure, including the bridges and these huge fuel tanks behind me, have to withstand the rugged northeast winters as well as a corrosive airport environment. Polyurethane was specified for this to provide this resistance to abrasion and also to provide for decades of durability.
Polyurethane coatings are supplied in 1 and 2 component systems. The 2-component polyurethane coating is mixed just prior to application. The 2 parts begin to react, building a polyurethane polymer. Polyurethanes can also be supplied as 1-component coatings. The paint reacts with moisture from the atmosphere to form a tough, durable coating. Coatings that result from either of these processes are well known for their exceptional durability and corrosion and chemical resistance. Polyurethane coatings are manufactured as top coats, intermediates and primers, and penetrating sealers. Moisture-curing polyurethane primers harden to a smooth, dense finish that can be recoated quickly. In fact, on the Tarentum Bridge near Pittsburgh, the contractor applied the primer, intermediate coat, and even the top coat during a single 24-hour day.
We were able to take advantage of the quick-drying properties of the polyurethane coating system by applying 3 coats of paint in a 24-hour period. This enabled us to save downtime and additional costs for maintaining railroad traffic associated with our painting operation.
Aliphatic polyurethane top coats have proved to be an exceptional first line of defense against harsh elements. When applied over polyurethane or other types of coating systems, polyurethane top coats provide excellent color and gloss retention. Also, polyurethane top coats offer outstanding chemical and solvent resistance, as illustrated by the ability to remove graffiti without damage to the polyurethane top coat. In bridge maintenance today, there are 2 primary strategies applied to restore the steel surfaces: total repainting and overcoating. Among the many coating technologies used on bridge painting projects, 1, 2 and 3 coat polyurethane systems have demonstrated unique productivity advantages. Total repaint projects involve removing the old coating down to the original steel surface. For the contractor, this means installing a containment structure and filtering system in which all blasting and painting operations occur. The fast drying and low temperature cure characteristics of polyurethane coatings help contractors optimize use of the containment structure because they can keep working even when it's raining or snowing. With polyurethanes, moving the huge containment structure to another area of the bridge occurs quickly, and the low temperature curing of polyurethanes translates into a lot less downtime and a lot more productivity.
This bridge was totally recoated with a 3-coat polyurethane system. We realized a savings of about 25% of labor costs, which came to about $450,000.
Polyurethane coatings, they save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and they speed the productivity because the painting dries fast, and it gives you the ability to move the containment without to damage the coating from one operation to the other operation.
Because of the quick-drying characteristics of the polyurethane painting system, our contractor didn't have to worry about contaminating newly painted sections of this bridge during adjacent blasting operations.
The overcoat strategy is used for maintenance painting when budget or environmental constraints prohibit total repaint. In these cases, a polyurethane overcoating system provides unique advantages. The rusted areas are spot cleaned with hand or vacuum power tools, and the lead-based painted areas that are not corroded can safely be left intact and then overcoated. The polyurethane primer or sealer scavenges the moisture in the rust, atmosphere and existing paint. The wetting ability of the primer allows it to penetrate the cracks and pores of old paint and rust, forming a tightly adhering integral film. Polyurethane overcoat systems are compatible with most existing coatings, including alkyds, epoxies, vinyls and polyurethanes.
We're at the Homestead High-Level Bridge, a bridge that was overcoated about 15 years ago, and we're going to look at some of the areas that were overcoated and see how they're performing. You'll notice that there's a section right here on this gusset plate, and the ridges and shoulders from the old coating where it was fractured in the cleaning process have been sealed by the overcoating system. In the overcoating technology, we try to get sealing along these fractured edges, and this represents a successful application of an overcoating strategy. It's important to seal those edges so that we seal out moisture and oxygen to stop the corrosion process from taking place. In my opinion, overcoating can be a cost-effective and viable strategy, especially compared to full coating removal, in protecting all manner of steel structures.
Tests conducted in Kentucky show that polyurethane overcoat systems demonstrate excellent adhesion to surfaces that are minimally prepared. Delamination testing showed that polyurethanes seal the edges of the existing paint extremely well. Based on these results, polyurethane overcoat technology was specified for 3 bridge projects in that state and has the best record so far in long-term performance. The overcoating strategy is an environmentally sensitive means of refinishing steel surfaces when budget is a concern. Overcoating projects have proven to save from 40 to 80% of the cost of total removal and repainting. Polyurethane coating systems work hard on any kind of bridge project. As a total paint system for complete removal and repaint jobs or new construction, as an alternative when overcoating is necessary. Polyurethane coatings meet the toughest challenges. They're durable and resist chemicals, solvents, acid and salt exposure. They're resistant to abrasion and weather erosion. Polyurethanes work harder because they dry to the touch quickly.
The polyurethanes coatings, they have good benefits for the painters because it dries quick. It shows good appearance on the finish, and also it helps you, to move the containment from one person to the other person without to damage the paint because it dries faster.
Polyurethanes work harder because they cure in low temperatures, which extends the painting season.
Painting can begin earlier in the spring and go well into early winter. And overnight temperature drops don't interrupt progress.
Polyurethanes work harder because they allow very fast recoat times and high levels of contractor productivity.
We are achieving 25% savings in labor costs.
Polyurethanes work harder to make investments in maintenance last longer.
We're looking for coatings here that last so that we can keep our maintenance activities to a minimum.
Polyurethane coating systems. A hard-working solution that works hard day and night, rain or shine, winter or summer, and long after the work is done.